Hi everyone, welcome to Belly Strong. Today we're going to be talking about back pain in the postpartum period and what you can do to help relieve it. After delivery of your baby, your abs and pelvic floor will still be quite stretched and weak, and this leads to a loss of core stability. When we lose stability in the core region, it often impacts the back and we can start to experience pain there. And this is often exacerbated by carrying a newborn around a lot. I will add that the most important thing for alleviating and preventing back pain long term is working on your core strength. And you can do this with the core workouts that we have for postpartum recovery. As the muscles around the core become stronger and your stability increases, this lessens the load on the lower back and will help with pain. Our first release or mobilizer for today is some back rotation, and we'll do this lying on our backs. So if you get down, you can start with both legs straight. You're going to bring one leg up and over, so your ankle is resting by the opposite knee. Arms can come out to the sides or in a slight V to give you a little bit more stability, and we're dropping that knee over and across the body, letting the hips lift. As that knee drops over, you can look the opposite way, and this really opens up the lower back region. You can go into and out of that position as a bit of a mobilizer. And you can also hold it down here for a few seconds to help stretch some of these tissues around the lower back. And you can do that 8 to 12 times. Our second release uses a tennis ball. And you're going to put the tennis ball into the muscles just to the side of the spine in this area here, and then we'll also roll out the glute. So tennis ball goes here, and then you're going to lie down onto that ball. There we go. So pressure is aimed just to the side of the spine into the meaty area there. So you'll roll around a bit on the tennis ball, and you're trying to find any areas that feel particularly tender or tight or like there's a knot there, and you're just massaging over with the tennis ball. What often works well is if you slightly rotate your body and you come into the muscles almost from the side rather than straight from the back. And just massage out those tender areas. And you can do that for 1 to 2 minutes per side. You can then move that tennis ball down to the glutes, so right in the middle of the buttock, letting the buttock relax onto that tennis ball. You're also trying to find those tender areas and rolling over them. You can also come a bit higher, a little bit closer to the lower back and the upper glute region to release any knots that you find there. And once again, 1 to 2 minutes per side should be fine. Our final release is again some lower back rotation, but this time we're lying on our stomachs. So down onto your tummy. And I'd say I wouldn't do this if extending your back really provokes any pain. As your pain settles and becomes a little bit better or easier to deal with, then you can start doing this mobilizer. So you can place your chin on your hands, one leg comes up, and you're extending that hip, taking that leg over, trying to get your foot to touch the floor. That's what we're eventually aiming to do. But we just come out of and go into that position in a rocking fashion. And this is also releasing the hip flexors, which tend to get really tight. And we can do that 8 to 12 times, either side. Okay, so that is it. Just a few releases to help with your back pain. Make sure to check out some of our other videos, especially our core workouts for the postpartum period to help prevent that back pain long term. Subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you soon on another video.